This is your Fast Life Motorcycle channel. This is going to be a live review, one of the first of many. We're going to review the Hayabusa. Let's get right to it. Hayabusa 1300R.
So what is this 2013 Suzuki Hayabusa 1300R? Well, it's a lot of things, a little bit complicated of a question. But if I were to compare this motorcycle to cars, these are the cars that come to mind. Something like a C63 AMG, one of the Black Series cars, or perhaps a top-of-the-line Bentley. So what is the pattern here? Luxury, performance, and a GT experience, Grand Touring. And that is absolutely what this motorcycle is. You can either be on a 300, 400, 500, or whatever amount of mile journey on this bike with the power mode in C, very tame power response, and the suspension just soaking up all the bumps, the weight of the bike just making you feel really secure and confident, sitting nicely on the road, a nice solid, handling on the highway. And with all that combined and the way the engine just purrs, because it has so much power, you don't need high RPMs on the highway, so you could be just low RPMs, just purring like a kitten, just cruising on the highway. You got that big screen on the front, you can duck down behind it, get away from the wind. That's your GT experience. Very sedate, very luxurious in terms of the suspension, the way it feels, and a nice big comfy seat. And you're just having a good time watching the road and all the scenery going by, and not a care in the world. Just living the life on the Hayabusa 1300R. Or you can go all hoodlum. Switch it to mode A, get the full power, and beware that front end will pick up on you at any speed. 100 miles per hour, 130, 150, doesn't matter. Any speed, anytime. This bike has tons of power, tons of torque, and if you're not careful, it will bite you. It will bite your head off, or take you to dinner at a classy 5-star restaurant. Hayabusa!
This is your Fast Life Motorcycle channel. This is a live review, and shout out to C. Kim, who is a Hayabusa fan. And we are going to be doing a review of the new 2018 Hayabusa, and I thought it would be great to start off the process with doing the 2013 Hayabusa. I absolutely love the motorcycle. I'll talk more about it in the full review, but I thought we would start with this, and then we're going to do a series of videos leading up to the new 2018 Hayabusa. Once again, shout out to one of my top subscribers, C. Kim. You are watching your Fast Life Motorcycle channel, and we're going to get right into it. Let's go.
Together, get to it. Comment, thumbs up, subscribe. Peace.
R, and the R stands for, are you good enough to handle this bike? Actually, in the past, that's kind of been the impression that people have had of the Hayabusa bike. Very powerful bike, and it can be somewhat intimidating. But let's first get one thing out of the way. Absolutely not a beginner's bike. That is without question. This is not a good beginner's bike. We're talking about over 500 pounds. Now, for someone who's getting used to riding a motorcycle, you don't want to tip this sucker over. Good luck trying to get it back up by yourself. So, for that reason and many others, and also the
intense, extreme power. You're talking about having a lot of torque and grunt at any speed.
Those of you guys listening into the live stream, go ahead and click on the like button. Go ahead and click on the like button. Really appreciate that. Go ahead and click on the like button. Not for me, but for YouTube. YouTube needs to know if you guys are enjoying the video. You let YouTube know by clicking on the like button. So please do that. I really appreciate that. And we shall continue.
This bike is an excellent bike for a mid-level to an advanced rider who is looking for a sport bike. So you want that nimble handling, you want that rapid acceleration, you want that excitement, that adrenaline. Well, that's what you got right here in the Hayabusa 1300R, which right now is one of the most powerful production bikes that you can get. The only thing that you can get right now, production bike that can beat this as far as power, top speed, acceleration, is going to be the Kawasaki ZX14, but that motorcycle is only slightly faster. So what does that mean? That means a better rider on a Hayabusa can still beat the ZX14. If you're looking to be on one of the fastest, most powerful bikes, this is the bike for you, but it doesn't stop there. What is my attraction to this bike? First of all, I don't like big bikes. That's not my style. You know that already. I like smaller bikes. This is not the kind of bike that I would traditionally want to buy or even consider because of the weight. I want something that's nimble and has good handling. So I'm looking at something like this, I'm automatically assuming that this bike is not going to handle well. It's a big old heavy bike, and a lot of people probably thinking that. But you know what? I was pleasantly surprised. This bike handles very well considering the weight.
I see we have Ori Bennett, Booza for life, he says. Ori Bennett says, Booza for life. So we have, obviously, Hayabusa fan in the building. You're watching your Fast Life live review. This is July 7th, 2017. This is leading up to our review of the 2018 Hayabusa. So without further ado, let us continue the review. That rhymes. It's all good. It's all good. Relax.
I mean, it was well at home in the twisties. The only problem in twisties is it is a heavy bike. That's one thing you cannot get around. It is a heavy bike. So what does that mean? That means if you're in a turn and you're going downhill and you know you've got to brake really hard for a sharper turn that's coming up ahead, you may feel a little nervous about the weight and being able to stop, and you may have to apply a lot of effort to the braking. Depending on how many fingers you use, I realized that 3 fingers is what you want to use here. Unlike with the Daytona 675R, 1 finger, 2 finger. Here you want to use 3 fingers. But here's the thing about that. Let's talk about the additions to this new bike, 2013. What's new on this bike? First thing I want to mention, relevant to what we're talking about, is the braking system. You've got the addition of ABS. And with a powerful bike like this, you definitely want to have that. So think about that same scenario. You know, you got all this weight, all this mass that you have to come to a stop or slow down for your turn. But you know what? It's nice to know they got ABS. So, you know, you can feel confident gripping that brake and getting that maximum stopping power that you need to get down to your speed to get into the turn. So that's an excellent thing that they added to the bike. Now, if we go into further detail, if we look at the front brakes here, look at what we have here. We have Brembo. That is definitely a welcomed addition to this bike. It is a heavy bike, takes a lot of power to stop this bike. So having the upgraded brakes is awesome. And it's not just Brembo, but it's monoblock. So that's going to give you something that's a lot more rigid and more lightweight. This is a single piece as opposed to 2 separate pieces that are bolted together. This is a thicker caliper as well. Improved stopping power, and you've got the addition of the technology of the ABS system, which is going to help to save your butt when you're going way too fast and you need to slow way down and you don't want to lock up the front brakes. Well, guess what? ABS.
That's right. It comes with ABS brakes, and trust me, you are going to be using them, and you're going to love them. We see joining in, we have L Perk just joined in. He says, "Sup, good people." Well, I don't need to read it because you guys can see the chat. Those brakes are not the best brakes I've ever had on a motorcycle for sure, but the upgrades to the brakes versus, you know, what they used to be before, you know, definitely something that was very much appreciated. But, even as is, with the weight of the motorcycle going downhill, I'm going down the Snake, and I know people look at that bike, it's a big old heavy, it's a highway bike. Well, it can lean. She can absolutely lean. As a matter of fact, I think I have a picture of the Hayabusa leaned over. Now, I will say, to lean over a Hayabusa pretty good takes a certain type of rider, a certain special rider. Not that you're, you have to be like an advanced level or anything like that, but you definitely, it's not like, for example, my favorite bike, the Daytona 675R, where you just think lean and it's just lean, baby, lean, just like that. This is something where you got to be sure. You're like, I know that I want to lean this bike over. I am sure about it. Are you sure? Yeah, I'm sure. You got to be on that level. Otherwise, you ain't going nowhere. But I digress. As far as the brakes, going downhill, leaning, with all that weight, I got to say, man, I guess maybe it comes from experience. There's a little bit of a feeling of intimidation that I have where I feel like, I feel a little bit like, what would happen if these brakes don't stop me in time? I don't know. And they work. They do slow you down, but it's just something about, riding on a heavy bike like that. And also the fact that those brakes are not as powerful or efficient as, for example, the Daytona 675R. Now, the Daytona 675R has a lot less weight to stop, but still, those steel-braided brake lines, very, very powerful, a lot of stopping power. So, the lesson of that is, as far as the 2018 Hayabusa, could we see some steel-braided brake lines or some kind of braking enhancements? I really hope so. I really hope so, because that would be very much appreciated from Suzuki. So I hope you guys are listening, Suzuki. Hayabusa. Let's continue the live review right here on your Fast Life Motorcycle channel, and go.
That's what you got for the 2013 Suzuki Hayabusa. This bike is for someone like me who I like nimble bikes. I like great handling and twisty roads and technical roads, but I also like to go long distance rides. Now, I took the Daytona 675R. We went from Las Vegas to Los Angeles and actually pulled it off. Doing it on this bike. Wow, this is how you want to do it. Now, the best way I can describe how this bike feels on a highway doing such a long run is, I can't exaggerate this. I mean, I really felt like I was flying, and I don't mean like how fast I was going. It's just something about the level of security and comfort you have. I mean, you got a lot of weight on this bike, so it sits nice and solid on the road, and its suspension is also very nice, so it soaks up the bumps and things like that. So that's a very good thing in terms of when you're going on a long distance trip, which is awesome. And it's also you feel very secure and safe on this because of the weight and how stable it is. And again, it's very comfortable, very quiet, and just very, very civilized. And that's really the way we like it. So awesome for long distance riding. Also awesome for twisty roads if you want to go up in the mountains and stuff like that. It's very nimble, and it's just a well-rounded bike. Absolutely, just eats up the highway, any speed.
You are watching your Fast Life Motorcycle channel. This is a live review. We have Ari and El Perk listening in the chat. Now, this is a live review, so if you guys have any questions about the Hayabusa, definitely post it in the chat, and I'll, as best I can, try to answer any questions you have. I see we have Africa Audi Tech that just joined in. Welcome, Africa Audi Tech. Once again, any questions about the Hayabusa, go ahead and ask me. And that is the benefit of having a live review, so you're not passively sitting back and watching something. You can actively ask your questions right here, right now, or share your thoughts about the Hayabusa. Do you love it? Do you hate it? Do you have a Hayabusa? C Kim? Where's C Kim? I don't know where C Kim is. Anyway, let's get right back to the Hayabusa.
speed. You're flying. 6th gear, you're pulling hard. 5th gear, pulling hard. I mean, whatever gear, power is always there. And again, it's comfortable. It's quiet. It's smooth transmission, smooth engine. Because so much power, you can have the RPMs low, so it's just purring like a kitten on the highway. You can even be moving pretty quickly and, cutting through traffic or whatever. If you want to move, if you really have to go to the bathroom or something first, for example, you can be flying and really accelerating in 6th gear and being smooth the whole time, never screaming, never getting aggressive, never getting crazy, never really even tapping into the RPMs or the power band, just keeping it all low and smooth, but yet still flying, still pulling, still accelerating. That is the Suzuki Hayabusa 1300R. Are you man enough for that experience? Well, if you are, I highly recommend you pick one of these bikes up, and I think you'll definitely enjoy it. It's not a lightweight bike at all, but for what it is, wow. In one word, wow.
It's your girl Supo, and you are watching Your Fast Life. My life is fast, your life is fast. We need to be watching this channel together. Get to it. Comment, thumbs up, subscribe. Peace!
You're watching Your Fast Life Motorcycle channel. We have some people joining in the live stream. We have Rico Suave 33 joining in. Just 1 second here. I got this damn camera blocking my view of the chats. And let's see if we can add the chat to this view that you guys are looking at right now. So Rico Suave 33 says, how would you compare it to the XX14R? Now, I unfortunately, I'm embarrassed to admit this, but I have not actually ridden that bike, which is a shame. I should have ridden that bike by now, because obviously I love the Hayabusa, and the natural competitor to the Hayabusa is the Kawasaki. And also because of the fact that the Hayabusa, well, the Kawasaki is supposed to be, supposedly, the Kawi fans, which I'm a fan myself, say that it's a better bike because it's got more technology. Well, I'm saying more technology, but you could probably say and be accurate that it has technology, period, because the Hayabusa, and some people like this about it, but the Hayabusa is raw. It doesn't have a bunch of gadgets and all kinds of electronics. It's a very, very raw bike. So with that being said, the Kawasaki is kind of more up to date, shall we say. So there's got to be some advantages to that in terms of really taming that powerful engine. And I believe the Kawasaki also has more power. I believe it has better performance numbers. So in theory, it should be the better bike. To be honest, I'm a Kawasaki fan. If I like the look of the Kawasaki more than I do the look of the Hayabusa, and to be honest, to be completely transparent, I don't really like the look of either bike, right? I'm not a heavy bike guy. You guys know Daytona 675R. That's what I like. The bike you guys are looking at right now, the Brutale, is a beautiful bike. I'm not a naked bike fan, but it's such a beautiful bike. Even for a naked bike, it's really beautiful. So I like smaller, more lightweight, lean bikes. I don't like big, bulky bikes. So Hayabusa and the ZX14R, I don't really like either. But if I'm going to choose based on looks, I would go with the Hayabusa. Right? So in my opinion, the things I don't like about how the Kawasaki looks kind of make me not that interested necessarily in, oh, it's got better performance, it's got electronics. It's like, if I'm gonna ride on a bike that I don't really like how it looks, I'm gonna go with the one that looks better. You know what I mean? I'm gonna go with the one that looks better. I'm not gonna go and so but again, they say don't knock it till you try it. So I should probably ride the Kawasaki because who knows? Maybe it what it delivers, the riding experience could be so phenomenal that I'll be like, you know what? I don't care about, the Hayabusa looks better to me. This bike is so much fun. Screw the look of the bike. Let's have fun. So I don't know. But bottom line is, I need to ride the Kawasaki to give you guys a comparison and just for myself to know what it's like. We've got Priontel Soccer saying hello. Just 1 second. Let me get my ugly mug in the thing. You're watching your Fast Life Motorcycle channel. This is a live review. Ari says 2008 orange black model here. So I believe what he is saying to us is that he actually owns a Hayabusa. So we have not only a Hayabusa fan, but we have a Hayabusa rider. Let's see. Prionto Sarker says, Hayabusa bleeper. I'm not gonna repeat what he just said there. You guys can read it for yourself. This is a family show, sort of, but not really. So let's see what else is going on in the chats. So we have, I'm a buy a turbocharged Mo flippin' booza. All right. Ori says, of the 3 gens, which do you favor the most? Well, let's see if we can take a look at the Hayabusa. Is there let me see, maybe I can just do Hayabusa wiki. Should have all the models. I'm just thinking of something that's one place that I can look at all the models quickly right now since we're live. Let's see, 2007. And if we're talking purely visually, let's see. So this might not be the best way to do this. 2008 to present. Maybe that works. 2008 to present. I guess I can pop this out into a separate window. 2nd generation. And then we have 1999 to 2007. So 1st generation, 2nd generation, 2008, and I guess for the latest and greatest, what we can do is we can go to the Suzuki website, Suzuki.com, Suzuki Motors. Let's see, Suzuki Motors, I think it is. All right, so Suzuki Motor of America, Suzuki. All right, so let's see, motorcycle and ATV. And we're live, folks. This is July 7th, 2017. Your Fast Life Motorcycle channel. We're pulling up, I'm answering questions in the chat right now. So we're looking at the latest and greatest. And all they've really been doing is changing the colors, right? I mean, they haven't really been changing much of the actual bikes, but we gonna take a look anyway. $14,000, $1,400 and how much is it? Saw the price a second ago. All right, so here's the latest and greatest. Let's go to the gallery. Pop that sucker out. Pop it like it's hot. I like that blue. You guys like that blue? I like this blue, man. I could rock this, man. I wish I could rock a full screen photo. This is kind of a small photo, man. What's going on? What's going on, Suzuki? Got me looking at this small ass photo. Come on, man. All right, so let's go back. So there's the 1999. There's the so I'm gonna go with the 2nd generation, man. But as far as the latest and greatest, me do likes this color. So I guess I'll go with the latest and greatest, man. I'll go with the latest and greatest. So the latest generation and the latest color scheme right here. I mean, it's kind of plain, to be honest. But I do like that blue. I mean, blue is my favorite color, so I'm a little bit biased, but I do like that blue. I would like to see more action. That's a very aggressive bike. So the look of it kind of showcases the classy side of the bike, where you can just be cruising on the highway, taking it easy, cruising down the highway, nice and smooth. That's what I see there. But I want to see some more aggression, in terms of the color and the design. But, that's generally how the Hayabusas have looked for years. So in terms of how they've looked for years, I like this. I like where it's going right now. I really want to see what's coming next, though. All right, so let's see what we got going here. What is going on? Happy Friday across the globe. Your Fast Life live. 1 second. I'm going back to the chat. We're going back to Cali. Going back to Cali. Going back to Cali. All right, so just bear with me 1 second, folks. Static branding and the beat and the current Hayabusa. 1 second. We are live on your Fast Life motorcycle channel. Let's pull the Hayabusa back up there. Here we go. All right, so what else we got going in the chat? We're gonna get ready to shut down this live stream. Jixer 1300R. I'm gonna buy a turbocharged of the 3 gens and why. My dream. Well, I think I covered that. My dream bike, Ducati Panigale R Final Edition. So Prionto says his dream bike is the Ducati Panigale. Let's take a look at what you talking about. What you talking about, Willis? Ducati Panigale. What did he say? Ducati Panigale R. Is it actually called Final Edition, or are you just saying it's Final Edition? I'm not a Ducati fan, obviously. Oh yeah, it's actually called 1299 R Final Edition. Okay, so let's take a look. Let's see if we can get a look at this sucker. Panigale. We're gonna look at the Panigale. Okay, here's a picture. Very small picture. Come on, man. Who got the nice pictures of the final Panigale? Here we go. Is this the actual bike though? Panigale is Panigale art. I don't know if that's the final edition though. Our final edition. Final edition. That's the thing I hate about Google. When you search, sometimes you might get all kinds of things. You know what? Let's stop being idiots here, and let's just go to the Ducati website. I think the final edition of their bike is gonna be all over their website. You know what I mean? Come on, man. Panigale Final Edition. It's on the homepage. I'm so surprised. Look at that. Who would have known they would have had it all over their homepage? So let's go to. I guess I can click right on that. $12.99 Panigale R Final Edition. When the end tells the whole story. I guess we can watch the video. Who wants to watch the video? Everybody in the chat saying we want to watch the video. Show the video. Okay, let's cut off this nonsense and let's watch the video, man. Ducati, the bike built for champions. The bike built for men who really like power and speed and exhilaration and... Ducati, look at that sexy Ducati. It's not gonna overheat, it's not gonna break down, it's just gonna go fast, really, really, really fast. Ducati. Do. Oh. Ducati. 1299 Panigale by Ducati. All right, guys. That's apparently the $12.99 Panigale final edition, brought to you by Ducati. All right, so let's get back to the chat. And I apologize any young people watching. Prianto says, "Love your channel, love your comment." Prianto. New Booza. Yeah, we want to see that new Booza, man. We waiting. We're all waiting. We're waiting very eagerly to see the new Booza. 6 Gear Reaper says, "My new info or new leak picks. It's coming. It's coming, 6 Gear. But wait, there's more." I know this is off topic, but what's your dream bike other than 675R? He says he surely puts that in there about the 675R because he knows I love the 675R. Okay, so other than the 675R dream bike, and I think this is kind of obvious. This is kind of an easy one. I think any of the true fans of your Fast Life Motorcycle channel should know which bike that is. Let me get some guesses in the chat. Who got the keys to my Beamer? Okay, that's not what I meant to say. Who knows what my dream bike is? Come on. Who knows what my dream bike is? I know somebody in the chat knows the answer to that question because it's kind of it should be kind of obvious by now. Should be kind of obvious by now. But if, in case it's not, we gonna show you the keys to my Beamer. Who got the keys to my Beamer? Okay. All right. Let's focus. Here it is. My dream bike is, drumroll please, the original Ninja H2R with the wings and the white paint job. Maybe not white for me, but definitely the H2R. Not the H2. The H2, that's a street bike. That's a limited bike. This is your Fast Life Motorcycle channel. We like to go all out. We like over the top. So the H2R is the bike, the dream bike. It represents a lot about my personality. I'm a little bit of an over-the-top type of person. I love power and speed. And I can be a little bit extreme, and the H2R is all about extreme. I love how crazy it is, the power of it, and just the what this bike represents. But if I'm going to choose a dream bike, absolutely the Ninja H2R. You guys know I love the Lamborghini, and I love the Lamborghinis for a similar reason as I do the H2R. Those cars are extreme, they're violent, they're radical, and a lot of that I can relate to in terms of my personality. So these vehicles really speak to me. The H2R, the Lamborghini Aventador, the previous to that, the Gallardo, the race versions. So there you have it. Now back to the chat. This is your Fast Life Motorcycle channel. This was supposed to be a Hayabusa review live. Well, it was, but we're done with the review portion, and now what we're doing is I'm all up in the chat, seeing what you guys are talking about. What you talking about, Willis? I don't know why I smell something like something's burning. I'm not even cooking something. Somebody must be burning rubber. I don't know what's going on. Anyway, so we are in the chat. Problem Child, a.k.a. The Truth. What are we talking about here? We're talking about the 2013 Seriously, though, what is that smell? Is my computer burning? I'm not even cooking anything. What the hell is going on? Anyway, okay, maybe somebody's cooking something. What are we talking about? We're talking about a 2013 Hayabusa. Well, we were. You missed the review. The blue's dope. Revolver One-Salat. How you pronounce that? Ocelot says he likes the blue. They need to put the VVT like they did with the GSXR 1000. Slightly higher lift cams. I just realized you have 16,000 subs. How many subs did you think I had, Prionto Sarker? Man, that's hard to say. Prionto Sarker. How many subscribers did you think I had, Mrs. Sarker? Ori, what the hell? The chat just jumped on me. Well, we know that the first generation was unrestricted. The second generation was a refresh, and the third incorporated the Brembo. Ducatis look gorgeous, but sound awful. Yeah, I saw somebody on Ducati the other day, and I was like, look at that sexy looking Ducati. And then he went by and it was like, or whatever that sound it makes. And I was not impressed, to say the least, of the sound. We want video. They sound beastly in the real life. LOL. Double D Gaming. What's up, Double D Gaming? Brownto Sarker says, you made my day. I don't know how I made your day, but you're welcome. What up 650 should do a ride on. What does it mean by what up 650? What are you talking about, man? What's up 650? What am I missing here? Should do a ride on a GPZ 900R 98 model. We have one. I'm lost. You lost me, man. Liam Ellis, what are you talking about? What you talking about, Willis? What you talking about, Willis? 1 second. 1 second. Let's get the static branding, and you guys don't even know what I'm talking about. All right, there we go. Let's get the YouTube video. Okay, so what's going on? What's going on in the chat? Revolver S1000 RR. Liam Ellis called it. Yeah. Liam said H2R. Liam, you win the contest. And the prize is, if I win the lottery, a brand new Ninja H2. Again, if I win the lottery. Anyway, hope you guys heard what I whispered there. Anyway, I call it, I just told you your prize, man. What's my prize? Look up. Yeah, I saw it. How long you been doing YouTube? Says Double D Gaming. Double D. I love me some Double D. Oh man, that sounds dirty, man. No homo. I've been on YouTube since YouTube has been incepted. I've been doing video since about I think about 1998. I started doing video. I bought my first camera, a Sony TRV-65. Yeah, baby. And then I upgraded very drastically to a $2,000 camera, $2,200. I went to B&H Photo and I bought me a Sony. What was it? A 920, the TRV 900. TRV 900, I think it was. That was a mini DV camera. The TRV 65 was a high 8mm camera. Nice, do little skits and little videos and stuff like that, goofing around on my skates. Then I upgraded to the TRV 900, which is a professional camera, semi-professional camera. And then YouTube came around much later. I think about 2006 or so, I started doing some motorcycle videos on my original channel. I would just do like group rides and stuff like that. It was just a place for me to share videos with the world, with the group, right? We go on a ride together. I could shoot it, and now I could just upload it to YouTube, and I could just send people the link. Because previous to that, I've been doing this for a long time. Previous to that, it was a pain in the butt. I could make a video, but then I'd have to I don't know how I'd make it really small so I could email it to you, but then it would be crap quality to fit in the email. Or I could upload it to like my own website, but then you have to download like a codec to be able to play it back. So people don't like to download stuff, so it's like, just forget it kind of thing. So it was a pain in the butt. So when YouTube came around, I was like, yeah, man. But to answer your question, that was a really long answer. Since about 2006. Let's see. 39,000 subscribers. I actually have about 60,000 subscribers total. But on your fast life, I only have 16,000. Unfortunately, I don't do YouTube full time, and YouTube is not really set up for people that do videos part time like me. I try to post as much content as I can. I used to post up much more often, but you know, I gotta focus on paying the bills first. So I've been focused on my career, so that's why I've been posting that much lately. But I'm trying to get back into it now. But still, I'm not going to be able to post as regularly as like a full-time guy. And unfortunately, YouTube penalizes you for that. If you're not posting regularly, what happens is they basically censor you. So when you post videos, the subscribers don't know. Most of you guys haven't clicked on the bell icon, and that's what really burns the channel. So when I post videos, YouTube doesn't show you guys the videos. What they'll do is there's other people who post videos more often. So YouTube will send you their videos, even if you're not even subscribed. So I could produce the best videos ever, and YouTube doesn't care. If I'm not posting on a regular basis, YouTube is not going to send my videos to most of you guys. So I spent all this years and years building up all these subscribers, building up the channel. And now the reality is, when I post a video, probably 10% of my subscribers actually even see the notification. Because again, if you don't click on the bell icon, when you look at the subscribe button, there's a bell icon next to it. If you guys don't click on that button, then basically YouTube is going to be controlling what you see. YouTube is going to tell you what you should watch and what you shouldn't watch. If you want to take control of and watch what you want to watch, if you guys enjoy my videos, click on the bell. Because I'm not going to get into this thing about just pumping out a bunch of videos just to get views, you know, whatever. What's popular, you know, whatever gimmicky stuff. I'm not going to ever do that. And I'm not going to just be pumping out videos just because YouTube wants me to keep doing videos just to get views. You know what I mean? So I want to be able to produce quality videos that you guys enjoy, that you guys can learn from, that there's value in it, you know, when I have time, as much as I can do, without the added pressure of like, oh, you got to keep posting videos. In order for me to be able to do that, I need for you guys to click on the bell icon so you get notifications, so that whenever I post, you actually will know about it and you can actually enjoy the videos, right? I'm also going to be doing a mailing list as well, and I will try to, in the future, you know, get more social media stuff going on. So like the Instagram, you know, posting more stuff like that, doing more group rides and meetups and things like that. But it's going to be a process. Anyway, that was a really long answer. Did you see the new V4 Ducati? I did not. Obviously, I got a lot of catching up to do. Whoa. Yay, says Liam Ellis. You need to hear a Panigale with a set of Termi pipes. All right, I guess so. Not to be a creep, but I love. Where do I love? I love with my heart. Greetings from Dallas, Texas. Happy Friday, guys. All right, Pyro Sarker, thank you for the happy Friday. And thank you, everyone, for joining in this live stream. You are watching your Fast Life Motorcycle channel.
It's your girl Supo, and you are watching Your Fast Life. My life is fast. Your life is fast. We need to be watching this channel together. Get to it. Comment, thumbs up, subscribe. Peace.
Once again, you're watching your Fast Life Motorcycle channel. This has been a live review of the 2013 Hayabusa. Soon to come, we'll be covering the new 2018 Suzuki, which is going to be beyond awesome. If you guys enjoyed this live stream, you know what to do. Go ahead and click on that like button, share the video, and if you're not yet subscribed, what the hell are you waiting on? Click on that subscribe button and then smash the hell out of that bell, because we don't do gimmicks here, right? So we need for you to click on that bell icon so you actually get notified when I post videos, because I'm not going to feed into YouTube what YouTube wants me to do, right? This channel is for you guys, right? So if you want me to focus on content for you and not focus on what's popular on YouTube and what YouTube wants, then click on that bell icon so you can actually know when I post videos. But anyway, on that note, I'm out. Have a safe weekend. Shiny side up. Everybody just be safe out there. Ride your bikes. Respect the power of these bikes, these amazing machines that we have. And just have a safe, fun-filled weekend wherever you are. Shout out on the East Coast and definitely my West Coast riders. I will see you guys out on 2. And until the next stream, this is your Fast Life Motorcycle channel, signing out. Your Fast Life.
As we go, nothing's gonna stop me now. California, here we come. Right back where we started from.
What the hell is up with my live stream, man? Come on, YouTube. You're going to make me go out like this with this stuttering playback? Man, YouTube must not like what I said about them earlier. See that? That's conspiracy right now. Why is my stream messing up right now? Let's try this again. Let's try this one more time. Damn. And it's still stuck. I see how you do, YouTube. I got you. Message received. Don't talk smack about YouTube if you don't want your live stream to be compromised. Let's try that again.
Hey, buddy, I think your mouse is broken. Click on this red button to test it out. That's what I do.
We've been on the run, driving in the sun, looking up for #1. California, here we come, right back where we started from. Horses, grab your gun, your shadow weighs a ton, driving down the 101. California, here we come, right back where we started from. California. California. Yeah. On the stereo, listen as we go. Nothing's gonna stop me now. California, here we come. Right back where we started from.